show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. 'Cause ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it. Same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback against the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. From the 43, here's second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Down and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. From
midfield now, here's Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
42-yard line.
13. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, he'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And good yardage as he gets this one out to about the 23. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Milton now to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. They'll run on first down. Slaughter trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Milton's pass.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go, Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's across midfield. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught by a diving Thomas. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A little check down to Lindsey. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after, good by Grupe. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready, ready. 19, 18, 79, break. Cut 19, 18, run.
Here's Milton. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
19, come here. 50 contact. 50.
To throw is Milton. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Throwing is Milton. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On 4th down, on his Grupe to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're at a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18, Pioneer, Cup 19, Cup 19.
To throw, it's Milton. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Slaughter. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jets.
On first down, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
First down. First and goal. 8-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. 3rd and 19. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The second week of the playoffs is up.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Ready, set. 60 Bison. Come on.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Panther Street. Ready. Cowboy in. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19, 19 Lions, Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Viking 18. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. That's Hughes. Going to gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll give up the middle to Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
180.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Report.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Grupe able to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Cut 19.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you'll have to get this result.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Count the 60. Count the 60.
Brings up 2nd and
Let's go
7.
now. Gotta be lying. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to throw. Milton. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Thomas. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Here's Milton now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And now here come the Ravens. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sit on.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
180.
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Hey, Alpha, 180. 180. Shot.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after, good by Grupe. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. Ravens 24.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York ready to go again offensively. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19, Panther 11, 60 average, 60, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Milton. Downfield and caught by Thornton. The right end. Touchdown, New York. Dante Thornton, 61 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference